Hey there, friend. Welcome back to Daily Dose Radio here in the Bible Bistro. Today we're looking at verse 5 in Psalm 115. In Psalm 15, verse 5, Psalm 15. So if you have your Bible, why don't you open it up there to Psalm 15. That's right, I said Psalm 15. Psalm 15, verse 5. Now, we've been looking at this list that the psalmist David gives us of the righteous man, the born-again man. This is, there are 12 items here. Today we're going to look at the last two. So the last two things concerning this born-again man. And these are characteristics. We could call them character statements about the born-again man. Because he's born again because he's the only one who can abide in the tabernacle, in God's holy mountain. Who? That's the question that the psalmist starts us off with. Who can abide there? Who gets to live there in your house? Because that's the house. That's where the Lord is. And his tabernacle is there. And who gets to be there? And then he tells us, well, it's the one who, and there in verse 2, and then he begins this list. The one who walks in perfection or completeness. And then we have the rest of it going all the way down to verse 4. Now today we're going to do the last two. Here we have in verse 5. And so let me just read verse 5 for us. He that putteth not out his money to usury, nor taketh reward against the innocent, he that doeth these things shall never be moved. Okay. Never be moved. So again, we have the one who is dwelling in God's place. Who is that? Who abides there? And who is the one who's never going to be moved? Well, it's this born-again man. So here's the first thing, or the 11th actually. The 11th item is that he puts not out his money to usury. So he's not foolish and wasteful with his money. Now there are times where we'd have to take out a loan to buy a house, for example, or something. But we're not foolish with our money in that we're always paying out more than we're taking in, and we're not gambling our money. I think that falls into the usury category. We're not gambling away our money. Gambling is just taken over, hasn't it? In our culture, anyway, in America, gambling is ubiquitous now. It's everywhere. It's not just at the convenience store with the lottery tickets. No, you can bet on anything now. There are apps for your phone to do it with. Yeah, I think that's usury too, and it's foolishness. And why is it, do you think, that the Bible is always so concerned about money? And the reason is because money speaks to the motivation of the heart. Money always speaks to the heart and the heart issues. And so a man who is putting his money out into usury is he's wanting to do something to gain money. So he's foolish with his money. And so the upright man, the born-again man, isn't foolish with his money. And then the second thing is he doesn't take bribes. Notice that it says nor taketh reward against the innocent. So he doesn't take a bribe to, put somebody else in jeopardy. And the reason why you would take a bribe is because you need the money. You're greedy for more money. And the born-again man is not greedy. The born-again man is not foolish with his money. He's not greedy for more money. Why? Because he trusts in the Lord. The Lord's going to take care of it. There's no question about that. And so we have, I think it's interesting that we end with these last two pieces, which are all about the motivation of the heart when it comes to money. You see, the heart has been changed in the man who's born again. He's trusting in the Lord, and so all these money issues, he just puts that in the Lord's hands. He's not foolish with his money. He's not greedy for more, because the Lord's going to take care of him. And then we have this final statement: he that does these things, or he that doeth these things, shall never be moved. This is the born-again man. Why are we never moved? Because Christ has gone to prepare a place for us. And if he goes to prepare a place for us, he will come again and receive us unto himself, that where he is, there we may be also. That is the forward, future, forever condition of the man who abides in God's holy hill. All right, well, join me again next week. We're going to look at Psalm 16 right here on Daily Dose Radio.